Hello and welcome to our team case analysis. The company that we chose for this assignment is NVIDIA. We hope you enjoy this presentation and look forward to your feedback. Our group was Team 5, and today you'll be hearing from the following people: Jennifer Weaver, Alex von Hardberger, and Stephanie Moore. Today, we'll begin with a brief overview of the company, including its leadership, history, and core values. From there, we'll examine a snapshot of NVIDIA's financial performance. Next, we'll conduct a SWOT analysis to better understand the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We'll then explore NVIDIA's future goals and its approach to sustainability. Finally, we'll wrap up with a look at key trends shaping the broader tech and semiconductor industry. Here is a current snapshot of NVIDIA's leadership with its founders Jensen Huang serving as president and CEO, and Chris Malachowski serving as a member of the executive staff and a senior technology executive. The company officers include Colette Kress, Jay Purry, Deborah Shoquist, and Tim Teeter.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Weaver, and I will be reviewing NVIDIA's company history, core values, and finances. NVIDIA was founded in 1993 by Jensen Huang, Chris Malachowski, and Curtis Preem with a goal to focus on developing and improving 3D graphics for gaming. 6 years later, in 1999, NVIDIA introduced the Graphic Processing Unit, or the GPU. A GPU is a specific type of semiconductor that is specialized for electronic circuits designed to accelerate computer graphics and image processing. The GeForce 256 was released on October 11, 1999, which revolutionized PC gaming. The company also went public in 1999 with a stock price of $12 per share. From 2000 to 2006, NVIDIA became a dominant player in graphics for gaming and professional visualization. In 2006, NVIDIA released CUDA. CUDA stands for Compute Unified Device Architecture and is a parallel computing platform and programming model that allows developers to use NVIDIA GPUs for general-purpose computing tasks, which helps developers speed up their applications. A few examples of how CUDA is used today include pharmaceutical companies using CUDA to discover new treatments, car companies using CUDA to augment autonomous driving or self-driving cars, and retail stores using CUDA to analyze customer purchases and buyer data to determine how and where to place advertisements. In 2012, the AlexNet neural network, a deep learning machine, was introduced. While AlexNet was not a NVIDIA product, it was invented using NVIDIA GPUs, sparking the modern era of artificial intelligence, or AI. GPUs became the go-to hardware for training neural networks. In 2018, NVIDIA released the RTX, the first GPU capable of real-time ray tracing, which creates highly realistic visuals in real time, further improving the gaming experience and expanding AI capabilities. In 2022, NVIDIA launched Omniverse. Omniverse is an open modular platform designed for building and operating 3D applications and simulations. Some applications of the Omniverse include digital twins, where companies use Omniverse to create virtual replicas of factories, allowing for optimization of production processes and facility layouts before building them in the real world. Omniverse provides a platform for simulating and training AI models, and it is used in the entertainment industry to support collaboration and creation of visual effects and animation in film and game production. ChatGPT also launched in 2022. The AI chatbot used NVIDIA GPUs to train and run the platform efficiently, and within months of launch had over 100 million users. In 2023, NVIDIA launched the H100 GPU, a leading semiconductor for AI training. The H100 is the most powerful chip on the market. It is used for high-performance computing, AI, and data analytic applications. After 2023, data center and AI revenues skyrocketed, making NVIDIA one of the most valuable companies in the world. You'll see a visual of this impact when we cover the financials of the company. This slide shows a few key products as listed on NVIDIA's website. You can see here products for gaming, development, AI and data center applications, the Tegra series used for mobile computing and automotive applications, cloud applications, machine learning and data storage, and software platforms for developers. Next, I want to cover NVIDIA's core values. NVIDIA does not provide an overall mission statement on its website, but it does provide the statement under our work. We make unique contributions to solving some of the world's most stimulating technology problems in industries ranging from gaming to scientific exploration. Our work demands the best talent, and we challenge them to do their best work. We're large enough to tackle projects of enormous scale, but small enough so that each employee can make a difference, and in doing so, help us invent the future. The company's core values are innovation, constantly pushing boundaries to invent and improve technology, speed and agility, meaning quick adaptation and learning, allowing for effective response to market changes, intellectual honesty, upholding the highest standards and seeking truth in our operations, excellence, striving for the highest standards, and one team, teams working together seamlessly. Now I'll provide a brief review of NVIDIA's finances. All data was obtained from NVIDIA 10K reports on EDGAR. In this first slide, I want to show a brief snapshot of revenue from 2020 to 2023. Remember, in 2022, NVIDIA launched Omniverse, and the first version of ChatGPT was launched being programmed using NVIDIA GPUs. Also, in 2023, NVIDIA released the H100, a new AI training chip. The next 3 years of revenue will show the impact of these developments. From 2022 to 2023, revenue remained stable. However, in 2024, NVIDIA reported an annual revenue of $60.9 billion, which was a 126% increase from the previous year. Operating income rose from $4.2 billion to $32.9 billion, a 681% increase, and net income was $29.7 billion, up 581% from 2023. These results were primarily driven by an increased demand for AI and data center products. Operating expenses stayed fairly stable from 2023 to 2024, only rising 2%. In 2025, NVIDIA saw a 114% increase in revenue, going from $60.9 billion to $130.4 billion. Again, the key driver being demand for AI infrastructure and data center solutions, especially for training large language models and running generative AI applications. Operating income rose from $32.9 to $81.4 billion, a 147% increase, and net income rose from $29.7 to $72.9 billion, a 145% increase from the previous year. Operating expenses did rise from 24 to 25 by 45%. However, this did not heavily impact the company's profitability. Here's a graphical representation of the data we just reviewed, so you can get a visual picture of the increase in revenue and income compared to expenses. The top blue line being revenue, the orange line being operating income, the green line showing net income, and the blue line showing operating expenses. Next, we'll review the reportable segments. NVIDIA reports two segments. The first segment is compute and networking, and the other is graphics. Compute and networking revenue experienced a 145% increase year over year due to strong demand for accelerated computing and AI solutions. Revenue from data center computing was driven primarily by demand for the Hopper computing platform used for large language models, recommendation engines, and generative AI applications. For graphics revenue, the year-over-year increase was driven by sales of the GeForce RTX 40 series GPUs. Reportable segment operating income, the year-over-year increase in compute and networking segment operating income was driven by growth in revenue. The year-over-year decrease in graphics segment operating income was driven by an increase in revenue, therefore increasing expenses. This increase was partially offset by revenue growth. Here's a graphical representation of the segmented data. You can see in 2024, compute and networking revenue accounted for 78% of total revenue, and in 2025, the same segment accounted for almost 90% of total revenue. While NVIDIA started out with a vision of improving gaming graphics, they have converted into producing GPUs or semiconductors useful in AI training and data analysis. In 2025, the graphics segment only produced about 11% of total revenue. The segmented data highlights that NVIDIA revenue growth was driven by their products that have fostered the AI boom. And this completes my portion of the company's review.
Now let's dive into NVIDIA's SWOT analysis, starting with its strengths. NVIDIA has cemented their status as a pioneer in the graphics processing unit (GPU) industry. They are known for pushing the limits when it comes to graphics and computation capabilities. Their dominance in the GPU industry enables them to attract a broad spectrum of consumers outside of the commonly associated gamers. NVIDIA has an extremely diverse product profile outside of GPUs. The company has diversified into various segments including artificial intelligence, AI, deep learning, and data center operations. NVIDIA's Compute Unified Device Architecture, also known as CUDA, grants consumers the ability to utilize the processing capabilities of the GPU for a plethora of applications. This branch-out has enabled NVIDIA to enter multiple high-growth segments, thus protecting them from any single segment fluctuations. Finally, NVIDIA is continuously pursuing groundbreaking technologies. Their enhanced AI capabilities and constant improvements to their GPUs enable them to meet the needs of the ever-demanding markets. Next, we will discuss NVIDIA's weaknesses. NVIDIA relies heavily on suppliers and assembly partners located outside of the United States. From the escalating geopolitical tensions to natural disasters to worldwide pandemics, this reliance has the potential for supply chain disruptions. It is crucial that NVIDIA properly manages this to ensure continuous product availability. While NVIDIA has diversified into several segments, their primary markets are still highly concentrated and susceptible to market volatility. This high market concentration allows for significant impact on NVIDIA when fluctuations occur. Finally, NVIDIA's products are marketed at a higher cost than competitors. In today's economy, these high prices may drive several consumers to find more budget-friendly alternatives. The repercussions of NVIDIA's high prices could ultimately impact their market share and overall growth potential. Now that we've discussed NVIDIA's strengths and weaknesses, let's take a look at some of their opportunities. As we've already conferred, NVIDIA has already taken the leap forward into AI. With the prevalent rise of AI and machine learning, this is an area where NVIDIA can surpass several competitors. NVIDIA's mastery of GPU technology flawlessly aligns with the AI processing requirements, thus making them a key player in the world of AI. Ultimately, NVIDIA can further diversify while pursuing research and development in these areas. NVIDIA is well known in the world of PC gaming, but as consumers look towards other options, so should NVIDIA. Expanding into cloud gaming, gaming consoles, and virtual reality would allow NVIDIA to be a name synonymous with all gaming technologies. Combining NVIDIA's AI expansion with the automotive industry would also allow for continued diversification and growth potential. As the world looks towards electric vehicles and the possibility of self-driving cars, at the core will be AI applications and programs. If NVIDIA can get contracts for these applications, they can position themselves as a fundamental partner in the automotive industry. And finally, we will look at the threats that NVIDIA faces. NVIDIA faces strong competition as the AI and GPU industries ramp up. With competitors rising on all fronts across all sectors, NVIDIA must continually innovate and deliver, or else they may be outrun by another company. Any pause or hindrance could have a significant impact. Going hand in hand with one of their opportunities, NVIDIA customers are shifting towards alternate gaming experiences such as all-in-one consoles, VR, and cloud gaming. If NVIDIA does not jump on this shift immediately, their current PC gaming product line may cease to exist, and their name may fade in the gaming industry. The last threat that NVIDIA faces is legal and regulatory challenges. NVIDIA's global operations make them liable to meet a myriad of laws and regulations. As NVIDIA expands, they need to be aware of the policies surrounding each new segment. Any investigation into NVIDIA's business that results in legal ramifications could impose financial losses and sully their golden reputation.
In response to U.S. export restrictions on AI chips to China, NVIDIA is actively engaging with Chinese stakeholders to develop compliant solutions and maintain its presence in this critical market. By localizing manufacturing and investing in domestic infrastructure, NVIDIA aims to mitigate risks associated with geopolitical tensions and ensure a stable supply chain for its products. NVIDIA plans to invest up to $500 billion over the next 4 years to build AI supercomputers and data centers in the United States, with significant projects already underway in Arizona and Texas. This move aims to enhance domestic production capabilities and reduce reliance on overseas manufacturing. The company is also set to launch its next generation AI chips, including the Blackwell Ultra architecture, expected later this year, 2025, and the Vera Rubin platform, anticipated to launch in late 2026. These chips are designed to deliver unprecedented performance for AI workloads, supporting the growing demand for generative AI and large language models. NVIDIA's CEO has identified robotics as a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. NVIDIA is developing AI models and simulation tools to support the creation of humanoid robots and autonomous machines, aiming to revolutionize industries such as manufacturing, logistics, and healthcare. Through partnerships with companies like Toyota and General Motors, NVIDIA is integrating its AI platforms into next-generation vehicles, enhancing capabilities in autonomous driving and in-vehicle AI systems. NVIDIA has introduced platforms like Dynamo, an open source software system designed to scale AI models efficiently. Additionally, the Newton physics engine, developed in collaboration with Disney Research and Google DeepMind, aims to advance robotics simulation capabilities. Finally, the company is focusing on generating synthetic data to train AI models more effectively, reducing the reliance on real world data collection and accelerating the development of AI applications. NVIDIA aims to source 100% of its global electricity for offices and data centers from renewable sources by the end of year 2025. As of 2024, the company achieved 76% renewable electricity usage through on-site solar installations and renewable energy purchases. The company is also implementing zero waste principles, aiming to divert 80% of waste from landfills at its headquarters through recycling and reuse initiatives. Through the NVIDIA Sustainable Futures Initiative, NVIDIA collaborates with startups focusing on climate tech, providing them with resources and platforms like Earth-2 to develop solutions for environmental challenges. The Earth-2 model combines AI and GPU simulation to create high-resolution climate and weather models, aiding in disaster preparedness and climate research. The platform enables weather predictions that are 500 times faster and 10,000 times more energy efficient than traditional methods. NVIDIA's Blackwell GPUs are designed to be up to 25 times more energy efficient than traditional CPUs for specific AI and high-performance computing tasks, and the company's data processing units can reduce power consumption by up to 25% by offloading networking and infrastructure tasks from less efficient CPUs. Generative AI chips, crucial for CPUs, GPUs, and data centers, exceeded expectations in 2024, contributing over $125 billion in sales, and are forecasted to surpass $150 billion in 2025. The semiconductor industry as a whole is projected to reach approximately $700 billion in 2025, marking an 11% year-over-year increase, driven by strong demand in data centers and AI technologies. By 2030, semiconductor sales are projected to be double what they are today. As the leader in AI hardware, NVIDIA should benefit significantly from this growth, with its GPUs and AI platforms being integral to AI model training and deployment. The U.S. government has imposed stricter export controls on advanced AI chips to China, affecting companies like NVIDIA and their competitors AMD and ASML and Intel. NVIDIA anticipates a $5.5 billion charge related to inventory and reserve commitments for its chips due to these restrictions. Despite this, Chinese companies are adapting by utilizing alternative chips from local manufacturers, such as Huawei, and moving AI model training to edge devices. NVIDIA has recently promised investments in the US and Taiwan to offset these difficulties, as currently 80% of materials used in semiconductor manufacturing is sourced in China. Major semiconductor companies like TSMC, Samsung, and Intel are advancing towards 2 nanometer and 1 nanometer density process nodes, promising enhanced power efficiency and performance. Innovations in 3D chip stacking are enabling higher transistor densities and improved performance, which are crucial for AI and high-performance computing applications. NVIDIA will need to maintain its technological lead in the face of stiff competition. Finally, the semiconductor industry anticipates a need for over 1 million skilled workers by 2030 to meet growing demands. Companies are investing in training programs and upskilling current staff to bridge the talent gap, ensuring the workforce can support the industry's rapid growth. From their start over 30 years ago, NVIDIA has grown from their roots as the inventors of the GPU to pioneers of modern artificial intelligence. Today, they are considered the most valuable publicly traded company in the world. Though the modern geopolitical climate and growing competition has created some uncertainty in their future, they are still poised to maintain their lead in a world increasingly reliant on AI tools. NVIDIA is protecting that lead with smart investments in US and Southeast Asia production to mitigate coming challenges in supply chain stability and manufacturing. Their commitment to sustainability initiatives prove that they are maintaining an eye on current and future societal and market trends.